Center night 0 for 1. Had a ground out to start out his night. Here we go. Pitch on the way. This one is going to be a strike from Mike DeMars to Reese Snyder. 1-1 is the count now. So here we go. DeMars readying up. Pitch on the way. This one popped on up. And it's going to be a foul ball now. 1-2 is the count. Again, no runners on base for the Merchants. Haven't been able to do so. Both of the last two batters got out because of Doug Barker and Bryce Rowe. Let's see if Reese Snyder can change this. Pitch on the way. This one looks like it's going to be low and just a touch outside. It is going to be ball number 2 now. So 2-2 is the count with 2 outs. Greater Merchants do lead 1-0. As this one on the way. This one going to be a foul ball or nope, it will be a foul ball, and it's going to stay at 2-2 now. Reese Snyder's going to just maybe get out of his own head just a touch. Calm down a little bit, get into the right headspace, and get back up to the plate. It is a stressful situation, having a 2-2 count with 2 outs. The next hit or the next pitch could mean the end of this half inning. As DeMars pitches on the way. This one hit out over the head of Nick Hendricks. That's going to be a good base hit for Reese Snyder here. It's the exact location that they needed to hit in, just on the right side of the field. Like I said before, Nick Hendricks, if you can get it over the head of Nick Hendricks or between Hendricks and Ross, well, you can get pretty far, as Coleman Roberts is quite a ways away from that foul ball line. So you could easily hit it over to the corner and get some runners in here. Again, Ryan Booth making his way to the plate. As, going to throw it over to Hendricks for just a touch. Not able to get Reese Snyder out, though. Again, fresh count now for DeMars with 2 outs. Being down 1-0. DeMars' pitch on the way. This one is going to be good for strike number 1 now. And the infield for the Whitecaps here, not too concerned of a bunt. Maybe a little bit. Bryce Rowe just a little touch inside, but not too worried about it. It will be a foul ball. Reese Snyder didn't hear it until the second base umpire told him. He's going to walk on back. 0-2 is now the count. Again, this is a very crucial game for the Carroll Merchants. They're holding on tight to that 4th place position. If they lose a couple of these games here, they could be finding themselves in the 5th place finish. Not exactly what they want coming into playoffs here in a week. Pitch on the way, but here comes Snyder, and he will get there. And, he could have got to third if he would have got up from that slide, but fortunate enough, he will get to second. Good for Ryan Booth. Didn't get struck out. He'll be 1-2 now. Booth with the power in his gloves and his hands. Looking to get Reese Snyder the third and, well, potentially home. If he can get a good one here. Pitch on the way. This one. That's going to be just a touch high for the umpire. That's going to be ball number 2, looks like. 2-2 the count now, 2 outs. The exact situation Reese Snyder found himself in not too long ago. Let's see if Ryan Booth can get in the same headspace, same wavelength maybe as Reese Snyder now. Here we go, pitch on the way. This one, that is going to be swung and missed by Ryan Booth. He's going to be unable to get Reese Snyder home. And, well, we head to the bottom of the 4th inning now. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, your score after 3.5 innings is 1-0 in favor of the Carroll Merchants. And we're going to take a quick break here on the Carroll Merchants YouTube and Facebook pages. We'll be back with more action in just a little bit.
The 2019 Merchant corporate sponsors are Sparky's One Stop, Anytime Fitness, Highcow and Distributing, Merchant Park Concession, Culver's, Giant Seeds, Pit Stop Auto Wash, Platinum Fitness. And now, on to the broadcast booth.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of every age. My name is Tyler Bruner. I am your play-by-play commentator here for tonight. And current score here in Storm Lake, Iowa, the Carroll Merchants leading 1-0 after 3.5 innings. And folks, this is a very crucial game for the Carroll Merchants. One, coming into playoffs, they are holding very, very tightly to the fourth place position. And two, they have been unable to rattle off a win here in Storm Lake, looking to get their first one here late in the season. They've been able to win against Storm Lake at home, but unable to do so here in Storm Lake.
Now batting for your Whitecaps, number 14, Doug Barker.
So Doug Barker taking the place of Eli Young now. Again, Eli Young was in the left field position, but Doug Barker going to take his position. Didn't know, might have had a little bit of an injury. Who knows? As this pitch is going to be good for strike number 1 against Doug Barker. Doug Barker, a pitcher of his own. We've seen him plenty of times on the mound this season. As this one's going to be swung and missed by Barker. So Barker's probably not used to playing the batter. Got bugs up here now. As this pitch from Jacobson on the way. Here it comes. That one's going to be just outside. That's going to be ball number 1. Your count now is 1-2. Like I said before, Doug Barker, a pitcher at heart, probably not used to holding a bat too long. As this pitch on the way, here it comes, swung, and that's going to be a miss by Doug Barker. So we'll get the stats for this Merchants team here in just a bit. In the innings between the 4th and the 5th, we'll get an update there. So here we go, Coleman Roberts taking the plate now. 1 out already recorded, another strikeout for Jacobson on the night. And again, I have to think of when will Jacobson be put out. I don't think he's going to play a full 7 innings, but of course, I could be wrong about that. As first pitch from Jacobson to Roberts is going to be strike number 1. On the night tonight, Coleman Roberts has a double. Looking to make it another here tonight. Pitch on the way from Jacobson. That one going to be good. Strike 2. 0-2 now the count with 1 out. Jacobson, the impressive one, on the way. And that's going to be another strikeout here for Jacobson. Wow. 2 up and 2 down already. So Nick Hendricks, the pitcher, usually for the Whitecaps, playing first base here tonight, is on the mound. Again, I have the pleasure of knowing Nick Hendricks. We both go to the same school. We're in the same department. Great guy to know, I'll tell you what. As he swings and misses, that'll be strike 1 now. Nick Hendricks playing on the BVU team that made it to the playoffs. That BVU team beat Co twice in the American Rivers Conference. The only 2 times they beat them all season. They made their way to Chicago, faced off against Concordia and Chicago, I should say, and had a great time there. Lost against them twice, but nonetheless had some great experience from that trip. Pitch on the way from Jacobson, and it's going to be swung and missed. And, well, 3 up, 3 down, and that will do her. Jacobson, very impressive. 3 strikeouts here in the bottom of the 4th inning, and we're coming into the top of the 5th. Well, after this, we're going to get a quick commercial break. We'll be back with more Pioneer Baseball League action. Merchants versus the Whitecaps. As the Merchants lead 1-0.
We would like to thank these great Merchant program sponsors for 2019. Bruner, Reinhardt, and Morton LLP. Giant Seeds. Piranha Club. Lincoln Highway Pharmacy. Platinum Fitness. Templeton Savings Bank. State Wealth Management.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of every age, to Storm Lake, Iowa. Current score between the Merchants and the Storm Lake Whitecaps is 1-0, and none of the teams able to rattle off anything since the top of the 3rd. Coming into the 5th inning, both pitchers, DeMars and Tyler Jacobson, very impressive so far. let's actually get into some of their stats here. As we pull those up, again, we want to thank you all for watching this pre-recorded matchup here tonight. Couldn't get the live stream to work, so hopefully this is just a great alternative, I should say. And for the visiting Carroll Merchants, let's get into our stats for tonight. Of course, powered by Johnston Communications. And batting tonight, very, very impressive, or I should say pitching on the pitching side of life is going to be interesting. As Tyler Jacobson, of course, 4 innings pitched already, and he now has 9 strikeouts on the night. Tyler Jacobson just picking up where he left off the last time he started on the mound, and 9 strikeouts already on the night. But here we go. We'll continue action here. Top of the order yet again for the Merchants. Mike Wallace taking the plate. He's 0 for 1 here for tonight. He had a walk and a ground out. As this pitch, going to be just a touch low, and it's going to be ball number 1. Now DeMar's reading up, pitch on the way. This one, going to be a touch inside it looked like, and that'll be ball number 2 now. 2-0 is the count. And again, with 4 games, including this one, in the regular season left, as Mike Wallace smacks one to left center field. That's going to be a good hit. Here it comes to the second base, and he's going to just put on the brakes, and he's going to, it looks like flex a little bit on second, and that's going to be a double for Mike Wallace. Here we go, Andrew Fay making his way to the plate, but good hit now for Mike Wallace. That's the kind of action we've come to expect here late in July from the Merchants. And I have been a little critical of the Merchants as of lately. It's been a very up and down season for this Merchant squad coming into tonight. Of course, they've been able to rattle off 10 wins coming into tonight, or excuse me, 11 wins coming into tonight's contest. And well, right now with 4 games remaining, they got to do their very best to stay in that 4th place position and have a decent opponent for playoffs. As the attempted butt by Andrew Fay there is going to slightly, and I mean slightly, nick the bat. And that's going to be foul ball. Fay wasn't too happy about that one. So here we go. Mike Wallace on second, as you can see. And Andrew Fay on his 3rd plate appearance. He struck out and was walked. As this one is going to be a good bunt, but can he get there in time? No, it will be a sacrifice bunt for Andrew Fay. It's going to get Mike Wallace, though, to 3rd. So Nick Supple now is making his way to the plate. And Supple on the season, his stats read 103 at-bats, 38 hits, 24 RBIs, and a 369 batting average. So coming tonight, Nick Supple has some very decent stats for himself. And of course, Ben Berg, the lead or the cleanup hitter for tonight, could very well get Fay or Wallace home. And is his first pitch going to come very close to Supple there, and it's going to be ball 1. Again, fans, a very beautiful night here tonight in Storm Lake, Iowa. Temperatures in the mid-70s. It's 76 currently. Sunny skies, and it's getting a little cool. Nice breeze coming out through the area. What's not so nice was the strike to Nick Supple there. It's going to be 1-1 now. Again, he's got a runner in scoring position. You can't see him. It is Mike Wallace at 3rd. As DeMar's ready's up, pitch on the way. This one hit on over the left side of the field. No, it's going to get over the head of Doug Barker, and it's going to get actually, it's going to bounce over the fence there. It's going to be an RBI double for Nick Supple. And of course, that'll give the Merchants the lead here, or it's going to extend their lead here. So that RBI double going to allow the Merchants to extend their lead here, top of the 5th, 2-1. We'll say lucky, I won't say lucky break, but a good break, good hit by Supple. It was good to get over the head of Barker, and it's just a nice bounce over the wall, giving him a very nice and slick double. Pitch on the way from DeMars. This one popped on up by Ben Berg. He's just going to jot on over. I think he feels his fate, and yes, Doug Barker is going to get that one in left field. That'll be out number 2 now. So Supple going to be smart, going to stay at second. Not going to take the chance at third, but we'll get Ford Schroeder to the plate. So here we go with 2 outs, fresh count to Mars. Taking the mound, pitch on the way. This one is going to be, looks like just outside. That's going to be a ball. So Supple maybe doesn't have to worry about taking third. Just allow Ford Schroeder to do the job here on his plate appearance. Unfortunately, Ford Schroeder on the night is 0 for 2 at a ground out and a fly out here tonight, as DeMars is going to pitch, looks like low and outside again. That'll be ball 2. But Merchants having a good look so far here in this contest. 2-0 is the score. If they can keep this one, this will be their first win here in Storm Lake all season. And they're going to throw right on back, but here comes Nick Supple. That's going to get past. Looks like Brandenburg. DeMars was looking to get Supple out at second, but he threw one right past Brandenburg, and that's going to give Nick Supple the easy walk over to third. So it looks like Supple really wasn't concerned about getting to third, but he'll take it. That will give him a good look and a hopeful eye to Schroeder to get him home, I should say. So now with that pitch, DeMars has 3 balls and no strikes against Ford Schroeder. As this pitch on the way, this one. Ooh, that's going to be a strike. Stopped Ford Schroeder for a quick second there. 3-1 is now the count. The potential for batters coast to coast is looking good. As DeMars' pitch on the way. This one, that's going to be low and inside. That is going to be ball 4. That will walk Ford Schroeder. And the future tells itself. Runners on coast to coast. Ford Schroeder at first and Supple at third. And now you got the one and the only Brandon Larkin. Big Lark is on the plate. And again, his stats read pretty interestingly, as he has 26 hits, 26 RBIs before this contest. So every single time he's got a hit, well, someone is potentially getting home, as this one. No, it looks like a foul ball. Good look for Larkin, though. Didn't exactly track that one myself, but it looked like it was out of the park there. Just not in the right position for Larkin. It's going to be a foul ball. And strike 1. Getting some chants and cheers as Larkin's going to swing and miss here. 0-2. The potential to get potentially 1, or if he gets a good hit, 2 runners home, including himself, would be 3. It'd be a very good lead they could bring into the bottom of the 5th here. As DeMars pitch on the way, and looks like that is going to be a ball, and Schroeder looks like he's going to steal second. It was kind of weird there, as yes, Schroeder will be safe at second. 1-2 the count. So DeMars is going to take a touch of personal time. But this pitch on the way, here it comes. This one just touch high to the outside. That's going to be ball number 2 now. So 2-2 is the count. It'll be very interesting. We have Jordan Wendell up next. Of course, he's the beer batter here for tonight. And with bases loaded, it'd be interesting if he got struck out. This crowd would erupt. Pitch on the way from DeMars. This one. No. Ooh. That's going to be outside, ball 3. It looked to be, even to myself, a strike, but it's going to be 3-2 now. Storm Lake Whitecaps fans here not happy. As a Merchants fan, I don't think I'd be happy about that one either. The ball fell pretty dang close to that strike zone and was called ball. So 3-2 is the count now with 2 outs. Larkin looking for a walk here. Pitch on the way. This one, ooh, swung and missed by Larkin there. That's going to retire the Merchants here in the top of the 5th inning. But not before they score one. They continue their lead here at 2-0. Fans, we're going to take a quick break here. We'll be back with more baseball action as the Merchants lead the Whitecaps 2-0.
The 2019 Merchant corporate sponsors are Sparky's One Stop, Anytime Fitness, Ike Allen Distributing, Merchant Park Concession, Culver's, Giant Seeds, Pit Stop Auto Wash, Platinum Business. And now, on to the broadcast booth.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to Storm Lake, Iowa. Your current score between the Merchants and the Whitecaps is 2-0. Merchants able to extend their lead in the top of the 5th inning. Let's see if they can keep it here in the bottom of the 5th, as Jacobson is going to continue his pitching duties through a 5th inning. Again, he has 9 strikeouts currently on the night, just continuing his dominant performance that he's had all season long. Again, he leads the Merchants in innings pitched, has 56. And, of course, 9 strikeouts on the night. It looks like Coach Cody Williams is going to keep him in for as long as possible. Brandon Puckett is in the flesh here. He is ready to play whenever he needs, or whenever Coach Cody Williams needs him. But again, fans, this is going to be a close contest. Number 3 and number 4 going head-to-head here tonight. The Merchants, again, coming into tonight, have never won in Storm Lake. They're looking for the first W in Storm Lake here tonight, very late in the season, but it's a crucial one. With 4 games left, they need to have as many wins under their belt coming into the playoffs as possible.
Now batting for the Whitecaps, Bryce Smith.
And now the first pitch of Jacobson here in the bottom of the 5th. It's going to be swung and missed by Bryce Smith. So 0-1 the count now. And there's one individual on this Whitecaps team that I would be watching out for. It'd be Bryce Smith. His equivalent is Brendan Larkin, and he can be a very good hitter. And that one, it's going to be missed there again. That is going to be, looks like, I believe a strike. Could be wrong, but 0-2 is going to be count nonetheless. And that one is going to mean, well, as you can hear, strikeout number 10 on the night for Jacobson. And that will be it for Bryce Smith. So now we come to the last batter in the lineup for the Whitecaps, Lachlan Ross. He's 1 for 1 here tonight. Had a single start his batting. And, well, he's going to look to continue that here tonight. So fresh count, 1 out, pitch on the way. That's going to be a little high there for Jacobson. It's going to be ball number 1. Sorry about that, fans. Just getting everyone updated on Twitter here tonight. Of course, speaking of that, as Lachlan Ross hits one over to the left side of the field. This is going to be in. Who's going to grab this one? Left fielder Mike Wallace. Going to reel that one in. Out number 2 now for the Whitecaps.
Now batting for the Whitecaps, Tyler Brandenburg.
So Tyler Brandenburg going to be the next individual. 3. It's been 2 up and 2 down already. Jacobson striking out his 10th batter here tonight. And a pop-up by Lachlan Ross to Mike Wallace. Was out number 2. So fresh count for Jacobson. Fresh count for the fresh cut, Tyler Jacobson. You got a little bit of a haircut as this one popped on up. Andrew Fay looks like he's got it, and yes, he does. A 1-2-3 inning, a very quick one at that for the Merchants here. And, well, already we're heading to a 6th inning here in top of the 6th. So after 5 innings here, folks, very quick bottom of the 5th. The Merchants lead 2-0 coming into the 6th inning. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're going to step away just for a little bit. We'll be back with more baseball action in just a little bit.
We would like to thank these great Merchant program sponsors for 2019. Bruner, Reinhardt, and Morton, LLP. Giant Seeds, Piranha Club, Lincoln Highway Pharmacy, Platinum Fitness, Templeton Savings Bank, State Wealth Management,
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to Storm Lake, Iowa. Current score between the Merchants and the Whitecaps is 2-0. The Merchants able to rattle off 2 runs, and they look to keep the good times rolling coming into the top of this 6th inning. Well, hello, Joey. Joey Hudson's up here. I believe she is. Perfect. Yeah, you can just leave it. So here we go, fans. Jordan Wendell taking the plate near again. And again, he is the beer batter here tonight. He was caught out by Bryce Rowe. Right, Rowe on the run, able to catch it out from Wendell on the run too. I will say Rowe had a very impressive one there, but nonetheless, we got Jordan Wendell. Pitch on the way from, looks like, ooh. Yeah, number 18, DeMars on the plate. So this one, again, is going to be a foul ball. 0-1 is the count. Get a Wendell struck out. And there's going to be a certain amount of dollars off of beverages here tonight for the fans. So Wendell trying to escape that, as having as much fun as he can with that as this pitch. This one is popped on up to the center field, and it looks like Bergquist under it and got it. Out number 1 recorded already here for the Merchants.
Jordan's not helping us out anymore.
He is not.
Security Trust and Savings Bank is, and they're going to honor the dollar off here for the rest of the inning.
Very nice plug there. A very nice plug there. Again, Wendell getting out, and we'll welcome back on Reese Snyder. He is the 8th batter here tonight, playing center field. He's 1 for 2 as a ground out and a single tonight, as he's going to swing and miss that one here. It's going to be strike 1 for Snyder. And this 7-inning game going very quickly. We're only about an hour and a half in this game. And well, we're almost done here. As this one, it's going to be a foul ball now for Snyder. 0-2 already the count. So 0-2 is the count here. And we'll get some updates on scores here from some of our other teams in the Pioneer League. We'll be getting those here in just a bit, as 1-2 is the count. Demir's recording a ball there. Pitch on the way from DeMars, excuse me, as this one's hit over to the left side of the field. Yes! It's going to fall just to the side of Barker, and Reese Snyder are going to get a nice double for him. Good hit there by Reese Snyder to get it to the side. It was almost caught by Doug Barker there, but fortunate enough, it's going to be a double. So it looks like an hour ago, the final score from Fort Dodge, or the final score from the matchup between the Fort Dodge Gypsum Miners and Albert Lee Lakers, 7-6 in favor of the Miners. So they're going to advance to 10-18, and the Lakers are going to fall to 10-21 on the season. As this pitch from DeMars is going to be good for a strike. So a good showing by the Miners, exactly what they needed. They hopefully improving and looking to take that 5th place position. We'll get the matchup between the Bancroft Bandits here in just a bit. We'll see if their game is going to be going here. Barker looking for that one, but won't get it. It's going to be foul ball. 0-2 now. So the Bandits have a doubleheader tonight against the Peak Prospects. They won game 1, 9-0. And we'll get that second game underway and get that scored as quick as they can. But the Bancroft Bandits winning another one, advancing to 27-4. Peak Prospects falling to 11-4 on the season. As this hit by Ryan Booth is going to be another foul ball there. 0-2 now. Got a runner in scoring position in Reese Snyder. And again, fans, the Pioneer Collegiate Baseball League playoffs coming your way starting July 29th. So make sure you check out the seedings coming soon as all these games conclude. We'll get the seedings of all of the teams and who the Merchants are going to face. As this one's going to hit the ground, that is going to be an easy base by Reese. Oof, Reese Snyder giving catcher Bo Dorman a hard time there. Thought it gave him a little stutter steps there, but he will get to third base off of that wild pitch. So 1-2 is the count now for DeMars. Ryan Booth in good company with Reese Snyder at third and with a 1-2 count. Here we go, DeMars getting readied. Pitch on the way. This one, swung and missed by Ryan Booth. That is going to be out number 2 now for the Merchants here in the bottom of, top of the 6th. So top of the order yet again now for the Merchants. Michael Wallace going to take his next plate appearance. He is 1 for 2 on the night, has a walk, a ground out, and a double. And again, fans, if you want to catch all of the behind-the-scenes action of the Carroll Merchants this season, make sure you're following us on all of our social platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and YouTube. We live stream or pre-record every single game this season. And, of course, you can catch a behind-the-mound look at all of the happenings of the Carroll Merchants. Again, with 3 games left, we'll be live streaming all those games. 2 of them against Albert Lee and 1 of them against Bancroft, which is the final game of the season. So hopefully you can catch us either in person or on the live stream coming up these next 3 days. As this one popped on up. Looks like the right side of the field is going to be, could have easily, well, maybe not. My depth perception a little bad here, but it looks like it could have been caught by Nick Hendricks, but it's going to fall out, and that's going to be strike 2 now. So 0-2 for Mike Wallace with 2 outs. Again, with the potential to get a runner home here, you have to be both careful and take some risk for if I was Wallace. Need to get the runner home, don't want to get out. But again, don't have any potential to get walked here. So 0-2 for DeMars with 2 outs. Pitch is on the way. And, it's going to be chopped. As the fans, it looks like, not too happy about that one. It looked to be a foul ball to me. But 0-2, again, it's going to stay true here. Again, with Reese Snyder on third. Excuse me, that is number 18. Excuse me, that is Tate Johnson, who is on third. Don't know why I didn't see that. We'll change that right now. So number 18, Tate Johnson, is on third. Did not catch that for some reason. But now Mike Wallace with a 1-2 count now. So now pitch on the way from DeMars. This one is going to be a good base hit for, yes, Mike Wallace. And Tate Johnson's going to score another one here. And that is going to be 3-0 in favor of the Carroll Merchants.
Now betting for the Merchants, Andrew Bay.
It was very close. Brandenburg had that ball in his hand, but he was diving for it. It was just slow enough that Mike Wallace could get the first, and Tate Johnson can score here. So now your score here in the top of the 6th, 3-0 in favor of the Merchants. And their chances of getting a W here tonight looking good, but of course we still have a game here tonight. We still have bottom of the 6th and top of the 7th. The Whitecaps rattle off a couple of wins, or a couple of runs, I should say. And we'll continue the contest here as this first pitch is going to be a ball. So the Whitecaps can come back from this 3-0 deficit here in the next inning. They can have a good potential to close it out in the top of the 7th, but of course, we can't tell the future. We'll let the future talk for itself as DeMars throws strike number 1 now. 1-1 is the count. Again, Mike Wallace getting to first off of that very close base hit. Here we go. Pitch on the way from the bars. This one, oof, gonna come off the mask, it looked like, of Dorman. And it's going to be 1-2 now after that foul ball. So DeMars, with the situation he can kind of control now. He has a 1-2 count with 2 outs. Could easily strike out Fay here, but he's going to have to get a lucky break. Going to take a little bit of time, talk with his catcher, look over to Wallace for 2 quick seconds. His pitch, it's going to be high, but on the way, yes. Whoa, the fans here not too happy about that one. It did look like Wallace was tagged out, but he will get to second. As the count's going to be 2-2. So Mike Wallace somehow, some way getting to second safely. The Whitecaps fans here not too happy about that call. As DeMars' pitch on the way, this one's popped on up, and it looks like Rose got eyed on it, and yes, that is going to be out number 3 here, top of the 6th inning. And well, here after 5.5 innings, the Carroll Merchants put another one up on the board, and they lead 3-0 coming into the bottom of the 6th. Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're going to take another break here from Storm Lake Iowa. We'll be back with more action here in just a little bit. Tyler Jacobson going to take the mound. It's going to face off against Bryce Rowe, Bergquist, and Dorman coming up in just a bit.
The 2019 Merchant corporate sponsors are Sparky's One Stop, Anytime Fitness, iCowan Distributing, Merchant Park Concession, Culver's, Giant Seeds, Pit Stop Auto Wash, Platinum Fitness. And now, on to the broadcast booth.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to the Carroll Merchants Facebook and YouTube pages. Current score here in Storm Lake, Iowa, USA. The Carroll Merchants leading 3-0 and looking very sharp so far. Looking for their first W here in Storm Lake all season. Somehow, some way, they haven't been able to shake off this team in their hometown. They're looking to do so here tonight for the first time. Number 1, Bryce Rowe, taking his plate appearance now. He is 1 for 2 on the night, has a flyout and a single. Again, Jacobson here tonight, 10 strikeouts. Very impressive so far. This is this one. It's going to be fouled on back. That's going to be strike number 1 now for Bryce Rowe. So 0-1 is your count. Jacobson continuing his duties through 6 innings. His pitch is on the way now. He's going to hit the ground, it looks like. And it's going to be ball 1. And I will say, though, late here in the season, Tyler Jacobson continues to be clean. There's been a couple of pitches here and there that have hit the ground or really just kind of not in the right position he's wanted. But nonetheless, he has been just phenomenal. As his next pitch on the way, this one going to be inside, it looks like. That's going to be a ball. 2-1 is the count now. Jacobson not wasting any time. Here he comes again. This one is going to be strike 2. 2-2 is the count now. Bryce Rowe feeling the full force of Jacobson here in the bottom of the 6th as his next pitch on the way already. And this one looks like it's going to be low. That's going to be a full count already. Jacobson looks like he really wants to get on the road already. Really pitch after pitch after pitch here. As that will walk Bryce Rowe here. And could be wrong, but it looks like that was Jacobson's first walk of the night. So some of those quick consecutive pitches can bite the bullet for some of these pitchers. You know, sometimes you want to be fast and maybe catch the batter off guard, but can also work against you as you don't have time to really think of where you're going to place the ball. So now Jacobson will go up against Bergquist. So Blake on the night was struck out twice swinging. As this one is popped on up in infield, Ben Berg looks to have an eye on it, and yes! And that's going to be out number 1 recorded now for the Merchants. Good grab by Ben Berg at third. And Bryce Rowe wisely staying at first, not going to take the chance at second. As Bo Dorman making his way to the plate. And he is 0 for 2 on the night as his ground out and a strikeout swinging. So let's see what happens here as Jacobson readies up, pitch on the way. This one is going to be good for strike 1. Get advanced the next couple of games we have coming up for you. Tomorrow, July 29th, we are at Merchants Park in Carroll, Iowa versus the Albert Lee Lakers. Start time for that game is going to be 6:35, and it is a 7-inning game. Again, the Lakers lost tonight against Fort Dodge. Fort Dodge advances to 10-18 on the season, and the Lakers fall to 11-20 on the season. Or excuse me, 10-21. Excuse me, 10-21 on the season. Put the the game in the right column there. So Lakers 10-21, Fort Dodge 10-18 on the season now. As Jacobson has 2 strikes. Tries to throw over to first to Larkin to get Rowe out, but won't be successful in doing so. 0-2 is still the count. Jacobson takes a breath, taking a throwback going over. Second time not successful either. Maybe third time's a charm. Dorman's ready. So is Jacobson. And here comes the pitch. This one chopped on over. No! Andrew Fay can't get there. Here comes Bryce Rowe. Did he get it? Yes! Oh my goodness! Wow. That was very, oh goodness. It looks like Bryce Rowe, all that effort is for nothing. He's going to be called out at third. Oh goodness. So that one, fortunate enough for the Merchants, somehow, some way is out. Got past Fay there. Reese Snyder throws over to Berg to get that out at third. As well, that will get Rowe out at third. What a good effort, though, by Rowe, but unfortunately, it won't be leading to anything here. As 2 strikes already for Jacobson here. Again, Doug Barker on the plate now. Usually the pitcher is in left field here tonight. And now Jacobson, pitch on the way. And that's gonna be strikeout. Another one for Jacobson here tonight, and that is the inning. Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have reached the 7th inning here tonight. And of course, the Carroll Merchants will have to close it out here tonight. We're going to take a quick break here, folks. We'll be back with more Merchants and Whitecaps action. We'll be back with more.
We would like to thank these great Merchant program sponsors for 2019. Bruner, Reinhardt, and Morton, LLP. Giant Seeds. Piranha Club. Lincoln Highway Pharmacy. Platinum Fitness. Templeton Savings Bank. State Wealth Management.
And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Storm Lake, Iowa, as the Merchants are taking on these Whitecaps. The current score is 3-0 in favor of the Merchants, and the Merchants are looking to pull away with the W here tonight. They have never won in Storm Lake all season, and tonight they're looking to get it done here. And we'll get into some of the stats right now. And as we see it, Tyler Jacobson, as the pitcher tonight, has 11 strikeouts here tonight. A very impressive showing by the ever-dominant Tyler Jacobson. And, of course, I was thinking that he was going to be out of this game coming into the 5th or 6th inning, but fortunate enough for the Merchants, he's going to keep it. He's going to stay in. But like we were saying, Jacobson in tonight's contest is very clean, very strong on the night. He right now has no runs against him. He only has 5 hits and 1 walk, and I was correct. That 1 walk he had in the last inning was his only one on the night. And, well, batting-wise, it's been a very clean one so far. Mike Wallace has 4 plate appearances, 3 at-bats, 1 run, 2 hits, and 1 RBI. Nick Supel not too far behind him, 3 plate appearances, 2 at-bats, 2 hits, and 1 RBI. And, well, speaking of the man, Nick Supel making his way to the plate here in the top of the 7th inning. Merchants looking to extend their lead here. Coming into the 7th, of course, they have to close out the contest here tonight. As this one good for strike 1. So Tyler Jacobson, my assumption, is going to be taking the mound to close out this contest here tonight and allow the Merchants to pull out their first win in Storm Lake. But we'll have to wait and see what happens. As this next pitch from DeMars, it's going to be low, and that's going to be ball number 1. So Supel on the night here is 2 for 2. He was hit by pitch in his first place appearance. In his 2 at-bats, he had a single and a double. As DeMars' next pitch, going to be outside, it looks like, ball number 2. 2-1 now the count here. Coming up on deck is Benberg, and in the hole is Ford Schroeder for the Merchants here in the top of the 7th. As pitch on the way, this one hit on over the head, but it's going to fall into the glove of Lachlan Ross. Yes, and that will be out number 1 there for the Whitecaps. So Berg taking his way, the cleanup hitter here for tonight. He is 1 for 3, has a flyout, a double, and a flyout, and that double is good for an RBI and got a runner home. Right now, he is the individual looking to get himself on the plate now. No runners on bases. Here we go, pitch on the way. This one going to be, looks like, just a touch outside, ball number 1. Again, fans, we want to invite you all out to Merchants Park tomorrow night when we face up against the Albert Lee Lakers for a 6:35 start time, 7 innings again, as Benberg gets one over to the left side of the field. He's going to get in between Bryce Rowe and Tyler Brandenburg for a base hit. But tomorrow's contest brought to you by Feld Fire. All of the EMT, fire department workers, and police officers get in for free tomorrow. And we'll have a mound discussion brought to you by Johnson Communications. Again, Johnson Communications, the lovely individuals who brought us all of the amazing Sling Studio gear that we're using to record this contest here tonight. And, well, we want to thank them, again, for allowing us to use their equipment for this season.
Now pitching for your Whitecaps, number 2, Jason Fossum.
So Jason Fossum, if I can get him, potentially find him. There we go. Jason Fossum going to take the mound here tonight. So again, we'll have Ford Schroeder here in just a touch here in the 7th inning. But again, we want to talk about this contest here for a little bit. The Merchants, again, have struggled all season long here in this location, have not been able to rattle off a W against this team on the road. And tonight, they're looking to get one done here tonight, and it's a very crucial one. Again, they have Storm Lake here tonight. If they win here tonight, they advance to, and let me pull up my rankings again. Merchants win here tonight. They advance to 12-19, and Storm Lake will fall to 12-16 on the season. So the Merchants are looking to extend their winning streak and hope to get one here tonight because they have Albert Lee twice this week, and they have Bancroft on the final game of the regular season. So the toughest game. So the toughest game left here in this contest as well tonight here against Storm Lake, and they have the toughest game of all left in the regular season is Bancroft Bandits, as the Merchants have only been able to rattle off 1 win against the Bancroft Bandits, haven't been able to do so since that first game versus Bancroft. They're looking to get one done in the final game of the regular season, and again, that game coming your way to Merchants Park in Carroll, Iowa this Saturday, and well, they will be open gates, so everybody will get in free that night. So Ford Schroeder going to take his batting appearance here. He is 0 for 2 on tonight. Has a ground out, 2 and a flyout, and was walked. So on his 4th plate appearance, looking to get something going here. First pitch on the way. This one chopped on over to the foul ball territory. the Merchants bench is giving Cody some crap here. As well, he couldn't catch that foul ball. Just messing around with him. Of course, he's not playing here tonight. Just playing coach here tonight. As this pitch is going to be good for strike two. And I will say here, folks, just a touch about me. Of course, I work at the radio station here at BVU, KBVU 97.5 The Edge, and I'm not allowed to say some words. But here tonight, I will let the C word slip here just a little bit, as Ford Schroeder is struck out here. So Jason Fossum getting a strikeout of his own here tonight, as he will strike out Ford Schroeder. Like I said, I don't get to say some of these words on air, but here tonight, I'll let the C word fly just a little bit. We're going to keep it as family friendly as possible. We know how much the Merchants mean to the whole family of the Carroll Merchants, as Larkin, and it looks like he's going to be caught swinging there. That's going to be strike number one. Again, Benberg on first base, excuse me. Pitch on the way to Larkin, and looks like that's going to be a ball there now for Fossum. Fossum the opportunity to get this inning over and get his team back up to the plate and, well, potentially get some runs. As Fossum's pitch on the way, this one popped on up. Is it in? It looks like Brandenburg's got an eye on it, and no, it's going to be a fair ball. Oh, goodness, here comes Ben Berg, and he will be tagged. Goodness. Turn of events there. Brandenburg looked to have that ball, lost sight of it just for a little bit. It fell inside, but, well, unfortunately, Ben Berg running home is not going to get it. So a close one by Ben Berg, trying to get home off of that hit from Larkin. Larkin not too pleased about that one. Looks like Mike Wallace hands him his gear at first base. You might as well not move. You know, you're playing at first base. You might as well just stay there. So Wallace, being the nice guy he is, giving him his gear. And it looks like we have a little bit of a change up here. We have, looks like number 18, Tate Johnson? Well, I know. So Booth is going to be at center here. And we'll get that. And Mike Wallace is going to take his spot at right field. And it looks like at left field we do have 18 Tate Johnson. The only way you can tell that is by his stance there. It's a very interesting stance. So it is, yes, Tate Johnson at left field now. Will take spot, and Fay will continue his work.
Wallace is now in right field, and Tate Johnson is in left.
So Schroeder, Fay, Berg, and Larkin going to continue their duties of where they are. But here we go, fans. Bottom of the 7th inning here. All the Merchants need to do is 3 strikes, and they have the right man to do it on the mound in Tyler Jacobson. And now here we go. Bottom of the 7th action. First pitch on the way is going to be off the bat of Roberts, and it's going to be a foul ball. Again, fans, next game for the Merchants is tomorrow night versus the Albert Lee Lakers. Hope you can either be in person or on the live stream for that one. As this pitch, this is going to be another foul ball now for Roberts. 0-2 is the count now. Might have been just a touch quiet there, folks. I think the microphone was just a touch away from my mouth than it should have been. Turn it up just a touch. There we go. 0-2 is the pitch. We'll get a new ball now for Jacobson. Or excuse me, that was a ball. 1-2 is the count. So on deck for the Whitecaps is Nick Hendricks. And in the hole is Bryce Smith. As Roberts is going to smack one to the left side of the field. It's going to be a foul ball, going to keep us at 1-2. So again, the Merchants looking for their first dub here in Storm Lake, Iowa. As their pitch on the way. And it's going to be outside. That's going to be ball number 1. We won't jinx things here, folks. Of course, I'm a big believer in the commentator's curse, and I don't want that to be true here. As this one. That one is going to strike out Coleman Roberts, and that's going to be another strikeout on the night for Jacobson. Again, I was very worried that Jacobson was going to throw a full 7 innings here tonight, and it will be so. So Nick Hendricks, next batter up, the usual pitcher playing first base here tonight. And again, I was a little questionable if Jacobson was going to throw 9 innings here tonight, or 7 innings, excuse me. And he will. As Hendricks, as we were talking, he's going to swing and miss that one. It's going to be strike 1. Jacobson not wasting any time. His next pitch on the way. And it's going to be low, almost kissed the ground there. And then it's going to be ball. Here we go. Ooh. Touch high there now for Jacobson. That's going to be ball numero dos. Hendricks just looking for something here tonight. He was struck out twice here tonight. And both of them swinging. Again by Jacobson. So Jacobson looking to strike out Hendricks a 3rd time here on the night. His pitch on the way. Going to come off the bat of Hendricks there. It's going to be 2-2 now. Just no breaking, no stopping for Jacobson here once they get this game done and over with. No runners on base quite yet. Here comes Jacobson. This one. Again, off the bat of Hendricks. It's going to fall into the foul ball right behind him. 2-2 now. New ball now for Jacobson. Again, fans, we're so grateful you decided to take some time out of your day and join us here tonight for this pre-recorded matchup versus the Storm Lake Whitecaps. Again, current score 3-0 here, bottom of the 7th inning. Merchants looking to close this one out here. As Jacobson now faced with a full count situation, has 1 out. Again, a beautiful day here, folks. 75 degrees current temperature. Pitch on the way. This one is hit on over, and it's deep. Oh, my goodness. This one, did he grab it? Wow! What a grab by Ryan Booth at center field. Saving the game there. Wow. We'll say, what a nab there. Oh, my goodness. So Christian Clear is going to be taking the place of Bryce Smith. He is a pinch hitter here tonight. My goodness, I got to say, Brian Booth, what a grab there. Looked like Nick Hendricks absolutely hit a bomb out here. But Ryan Booth on the run, hitting the wall, able to nab out number 2. As this pitch swung, and it's going to be missed by Christian Clear. So a nice option by Coach Noah Paper here to send in Christian Clear in placement of Bryce Smith. As this pitch, that one is going to be strike number 2 here. 0-2 is the count now. Again, 2 outs already. His pitch on the way. This one is gonna be strike 3. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you watched history here this season as the Merchants pull off the W for the first time this season in Storm Lake, Iowa. And that is the game, the set, and the match here. The Carroll Merchants able to rattle off one of the 4 wins potentially here in these last week, this and the regular season. So they pull off the W 3-0. And again, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have 3 more games to go here in the regular season. Again, we face off against the Alberta Lakers tomorrow at home, July 24th, or 25th, excuse me. Game time starts at 6:35, and it'll be a 7-inning game. Then we go to Albert Lee on the 26th. That game will be a full 9 innings starting at 6:35 again. And the last home game of the regular season happens versus Bancroft on Saturday, July 27th. And, of course, that'll be open gate. Everybody gets in free. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I want to give you another thank you for joining us here on this pre-recorded matchup. We're sorry we couldn't live stream. We'll have the live stream on the last 3 games of the regular season, so hopefully you can catch us there or catch us in person. Again, my name has been Tyler Bruner. I have been your play-by-play commentator for tonight's matchup. We will see you on the last 3 games of the regular season. And for one last time here in Storm Lake, potentially, go Merchants. We'll see you next time.